Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Chris. This is PNWRCMadness. Do subscribe. Anyways, guys, this is going to be your ramps. This is your instructional video. It's actually super simple to put together. I've already started this one, but I just wanted to show you the steps. So the first step you're going to do is you're going to get your pieces. You're going to have a left and a right. They're going to be labeled. And then you're going to have your center pieces, and they're going to look a little bit different than the lefts and the rights. The rights and the lefts have handles in them, so you can pick them up. If you have clamps, go ahead and use clamps. You can clamp down right on the handle. Everything's already going to be pre-drilled. All you're going to have to do is just put your screws in the hole and screw them down. I don't suggest really wrenching them down. I'm trying to get them as flush as I can. So before you do that, you want to put some glue on the tops of all your pieces. So I'll start right here. I'll put some glue, screw it down. That way it'll last a lifetime. It won't fall apart. If you're using them outside, I suggest maybe using some, forget what it's called, but outdoor wood glue. Or you can just use Titebond wood glue. Any kind of wood glue will work, guys. Just get some glue. I'm actually using, when they're all finished, I'm labeling them so that it makes it even easier. I'm doing A to A, B to B, C to C, D to D. I think I get all the way to Q. So on the bottom side of the ramp, you'll be able to look and you'll be able to see exactly where the pieces are going. Once the ramp's completely built, I'm marking it with a pencil on the backs of all the parts. So if you get a little confused, you can always look at the bottom side of the parts and see exactly where they go. So this is what I'm going to consider step one, putting this top piece on. This top cap's going to come with a piece that says top cap. It's going to have the angle facing toward the face, so I'm going to consider this the face of the ramp, and then this is actually going to be the rear of the ramp. So step number two, guys, is going to be this piece right here. Now I only have these spreaders in here just to keep everything square. So I'll go ahead and I'll get these pre-drilled, and I'll show you what it's like in a minute. Alright, so there we go for step number two, guys. You're going to go ahead and you're going to put the face on. It's all pre-drilled. Now to make things a little bit easier, since everybody might not have clamps and all the correct tools, which you shouldn't need, just take your time. If you feel like a screw is going off the wrong direction, stop, pull it out. And really what you want to do is, you just want to put your screw 90 right inside the wood. So it's going straight down. You don't want it going cockeyed. You don't want it blasting out the side, but if it does, it'll be okay. Just make sure you're using glue on all your runners, your outside pieces. And then another thing is make sure that you're not ramming your screws through this 3/8 bender board. It's super tough stuff, but you just want to keep all the strengths in the bender board so that it lasts a lifetime. So if you're using glue, this thing will never come apart. So let's go ahead and move on to step number three. Alright, guys, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to step number three. Step one is the top, step two is the face, step three is the back. Now not everybody, like I said, has clamps, so what you can go ahead and do is you can go ahead and just get some blue tape just to kind of hold it up, just kind of wrap it up on the top of the I'm calling this the top of the back, okay? So put it on the top of the back, just wrap it over the edge, that'll kind of hold it in place. Then this is probably preferably what you're going to want to use is just some sort of electric drill. Doesn't have to be a Makita. You don't have to drive them in, like I said, really tough. Make sure you're flush on the ends. Go ahead and drive your screw in. And before you put the screw in, don't forget the glue. That way it never comes apart. Now if you get your pieces, if you're kind of a perfectionist, like I'm not a perfectionist, but I like things to be built nicely, flush and all that good stuff, so it looks good. Get yourself a hammer or a dead blow and you can kind of beat it around before the glue dries. This is all CNC cut, so it should all be just about perfect. Now, not even CNCs are perfect in wood because wood's not perfect, but just do your best and it'll turn out great. So here we go. Holes are already pre-drilled, so the screws are going right into the holes. Even if you don't have a drill, a screw gun, you could even get away with using a screwdriver. So I'm just sinking them flush, not driving them home. There we go. Last screw. If you go a little far, it's going to be okay. It's not going to matter if you want to paint them. You could always fill the holes with Bondo, cover up all the holes. You could paint it, make it look perfect. We're not going to do that though. We're just sending them out in kits. So let's move on to step number 4. So we're going to call this is the back top. We're going to call this the back bottom. And everything is going to be labeled left, right, and have up arrows. And like I said before, we're going to go ahead and we're going to trace out everything. That way if you get a little lost, you can just flip it up, see where you're going. Alright, so we're moving on to step number 5, which is going to be the back bottom. So we're calling this the back of the ramp. This is going to be the back, the bottom, and it's going to be marked facing up. So everything up will be up. So I'll have an up on the face and I'll have ups on the back. That way you know which way is up. So before you put the back on, make sure you put the glue on the ribs, on the outside pieces and the 2 pieces going down. And then I'm also going to provide all the screws for you. So just like before, if you don't have a clamp like I have here, you can just go ahead. This piece is kind of tricky without clamps, but you can do it with tape. So go ahead and put some tape on this edge, slide it up nice and tight so you don't have no gaps. Push it down nice and firm, and that'll hold it in place. So we got all the holes pre-drilled. I'm going to go ahead and drive them home. Remember the glue. So this is actually what I'm doing. I just want to show you guys. I'm pre-building these ramps for every customer that gets them. That way I know that they'll have an easy time putting them together. So I'm pre-drilling everything. There we go. So we got one step left. That's step number 5. We got to flip the ramp over. We got the spreader piece, and I'll show you how that goes on next. Alright guys, so we got step number 5. That's going to be the bottom spreader. You're going to have 2 screws in the sides on each side, the left and a right, and you're going to have 2 here on each center brace. So I'm going to pre-do those and go ahead and install this center brace. So when you receive the ramp, it's already going to be pre-drilled, so just go ahead, flip the ramp over, make sure you put glue on the bottom, on the sides, both sides and the bottom. Go ahead and screw it down. We got 4 more screws in step 5. We got 2 on the left side and 2 on the right. Alright, there we go. Step 5's done. Got the bottom spreader in. Now I'm going to show you how I'm marking them. You get the ramps, you're going to see pencil marks, and you're going to see little white dots. So I'm just going ahead. I'm just marking all the pieces. Kind of show you it's been put together. Just kind of marking where they all go. Kind of try to help you guys when you get them for assembly. Alright, so check it out. So this is what I'm doing, guys. I'm Not sure if we can see in there, but I got A to A, I got B to B, C to C, D to D, and then I move over and I got, kind of hard to film up there, we got E to E, F to F, and so on. So you see at the bottom of the ramp here, I got M to M, N to N, O to O. So the last thing that I mark is I mark the outside of the ramp. So I'm considering this the face where I'm standing. Again, this is the back. So I'm considering the face the front. So just like you're driving a car, I'm gonna put it on the right. So you know you got the right side, got the right side, we got the left side. This is just extra so when you do start, you can see it both ways. We got left, and we got right, and we got the left, and we got right. And the last thing I do before I ship it is I just mark, this is going to be the back top and back bottom. So I'm just going to go back top. With an arrow facing up, because this is going to be up, back, top, up. This is going to be back, bottom. With an arrow facing up. So you should have a pretty easy time assembling this ramp. Guys, I just want to thank you for buying these ramps. I definitely appreciate the support. Definitely show me in some videos what you guys are doing with them. Share the word. Thank you for the support. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, PNWRCMadness. I'm actually kind of doing this to kind of help support the channel. It takes a lot of work, so yeah, gonna get this thing boxed up and ship it out to the next great customer. So thanks a lot, and I will talk to you guys later.